Yes, well, welcome back to Echoes of the Past. Oh shit, I didn't look at the session again. Session 57. I think that's right. I can't remember if I actually changed the number on the bit that I look at. Hey ho, we're back as this for. Look, Katie Lou is back. Down here. I'm pointing at you, Katie. You can't see, but I'm pointing at you. There you go. See? Little hello. As a recap of our last session, not including the ones that we have just played and have been on there, but the last session of our main group, we got out of the Nine Hells via the Harmony airship and via a portal that Harmony herself, the ghost of the Harmony airship, the daughter of Ella Planestrider and Captain Xander, embodies the ship in a spectral form. She herself created a portal back to the material plane, back to Faerûn, where you then made your way en route towards or back to the city of Neverwinter, where there is a war going on between the devils, definitely no demons, Asmodeus, the charmed and essentially the charmed inhabitants of Neverwinter City versus the entirety of Faerûn. One in the Nine Hells, you guys got potentially an indication that Ephraim Stoll is perhaps, well, there's no nice way to say it, a bit of a bastard, and you have now dubbed him Gaffram, as he may potentially be the infamous Gattas Cross in disguise. However, you're not too sure. Making your way back to the city, you encountered almost a larger airship, more an airship that's sort of sat there for strategic purposes, where you found the leader of Baldur's Gate. His name still eludes me. Paul, Dave, or Ben, one of the three. And Ephraim Stoll as well as Philippe, who convinced... I've forgotten his name now. What was the other quad biker's name, Adam? What was his name? Monroe.
Yeah,
Convinced Jack Monroe to jump the Neverwinter wall into the city via a quad bike. Turns out Jack Monroe was just a total Waz chatter, and he did not have his secret spells to become the best quad biking champion. Smashed onto the top of the wall and had his throat ripped out by devils. From there was no other choice for the army of Faerûn to save the trapped prisoners in the tower. They had to rely on Philippe, the French tabaxi, in order to make that quad bike jump. But it's fucking stupid. But that is where we'll pick up from now on the strategic airship. Next to this airship is your very own Harmony airship, sort of side by side with planks going across them, so you can board either ship as you wish. But I believe we left our last session on the strategic airboat. You will still see Paul, the leader of Baldur's Gate, Ephraim Stoll, and Faerûn and Bracken were also there, as well as a few other folks that you had brought along with your journey. So I suppose the scene is yours, guys. What would you like to do? The city is burning behind you. Don't all go at once.
Well, I suppose we need a plan, right?
I mean, yeah, I suppose. But didn't we already agree we were doing, like, high stakes front door, back door?
We were doing high stakes front door, back door, yeah.
The specifics of front door, back door, though, are somewhat vague still.
Well, back door was going through the sewers and the tunnels.
Hey.
Yeah, so you will remember that there's obviously portals into the Neverwinter City that you found when you were there. So one originates in Baldur's Gate, within that small little dungeon area of the Gritsons. There are others, but you would have to find them. But they can get you into the city.
And then our plan from there is Team Backdoor sneak in and rescue Talos, or we, and then you lot provide the distraction, or just fight any, I don't know, powerful figures there?
Julius could
Oh,
dance.
wasn't there? There's a tower
Julius
with
could dance.
There's a tower with hostages.
Oh, aye. That's it. We don't want them to be harmed. Which is surprising why there are hostages there if they are also charmed soldiers.
They ran out of the charm spell.
Oh, wow. They rolled high enough. Those are the ones that crit.
Yeah, they're the ones that crit, yeah.
Do we have a map of the city?
Don't ask me difficult questions like that.
We could just look.
Not anymore, sadly. But I can describe it to you. It is a...
I thought there was
All right.
had a
Oh, no,
big
it's
board.
just as in game. Like, do we know where these hostages are?
Yeah,
It was the North Tower.
they were pointed out to you, so you do see it. You see in the distance, probably like half a mile away, you see this large dirt quad bike ramp that you saw Monroe jump.
Yes,
and he was essentially trying to get to the northern tower, which was just over that wall.
So we need to get the hostages to make sure that they're not going to be used as leverage.
Can I just check where we're having this conversation? It's not next to everyone.
We're on the Harmony.
On our boat.
We're on
Just-
our ship.
just giving Gaffram like side eye while we're coming up with our plan.
And here's the
Right.
question: when do we try to use our big weapon?
Our big weapon.
Which big weapon are you talking about specifically? 'Cause
There we
that's
go.
Hey.
Julius, that
The Balor. Where
I'm
did
back, baby.
Oh, I mean, we still don't know much about it other than it. Or I guess we can just, I don't know,
We just have
destroy
to
it.
destroy it.
Yeah, I
Dispel
can.
magic. Dispel magic.
Yeah,
People do.
I can dispel it. Just
Well, then
I'd
it makes
like
sense if we keep it with us, right?
aye.
I can't do dispel magic. Just definitely throwing that out there.
Neither can I. Don't worry.
I mean, Julius might.
I don't think I can.
I can.
I don't
Right,
think I
okay.
paid any attention to Farmer Boy when he was trying to teach me. Definitely didn't take that hint to take that spell. Let's put it that way.
How about I go and grab the Balor from where it's gone. I'll put it in the bag of holding so no one can get it unless it's me or someone that knows it's there, but hopefully they won't do that. And then we sneak it in. Is there a tunnel underneath the tower?
That's housing Talos.
Well, I don't know who's the best. So is it front door goes to get the hostages, back door goes to find Talos? Yeah.
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 Cool.
Because the front door ramp leads directly to the hostages.
And we were gonna jump with the quad bikes. That was the
Definitely.
plan.
Well,
And
Yeah.
and I've been thinking, Julius, perhaps if the wings, you can with the wings on the quad bikes, and we can winged quad bikes.
Where is your sense of adventure, Hugh? It's no fun unless there's a chance of death.
Okay, no wings, no wings.
Wild
Jump
eyes.
with no wings.
You are banned from using your wings.
so what I will say is there are many ways into the city. Hundreds and hundreds of ways. There are broken walls. You can just go straight through the front gate. You can, of course, use quad bikes to jump over the ramp. Don't let me push you in a direction. But, yeah.
I mean, I was quite a fan of just, like, launching them directly out of the hold of the ship.
Ooh.
There are 4
Like,
quad bikes.
right.
Dropping quad bikes from the sky.
Plopsy is not going on a quad bike.
I'd hate to miss it, but I thought we'd already agreed. That's
So-
that's you two.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. No, you
Yeah.
two chickens.
So how are you doing the back door? Where is the entrance to the back door?
I don't know. We'll find a hole.
Hugh.
Oh,
Do you want me to draw you a map?
Oh, could you? Yes.
Yes, I can.
I'm very much a visual person.
Do you want to try and draw a map? But you would know where the portal is.
Right.
It is so there is one portal that you know of that is within Baldur's Gate that will take you up to the Time Museum that was near the centre of the city.
but we have to get to Baldur's Gate for that.
Correct.
We're near a Neverwinter, aren't we?
You're
Yeah, I was about to
right,
say we're above Neverwinter.
you're right next to Neverwinter. You have many ways of being able to teleport.
Absolutely
I
no
feel like-
road all the way back to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I don't really want to go back to
But
London.
that's potentially
not-
a good escape route.
Yeah,
Ooh,
could we not just use that one little, I don't know, slightly sketchy path Xandar showed us once, and then crawl down the sewers where we met Gob?
Yeah, most certainly.
That was in Waterdeep.
Yeah, that was Waterdeep.
Oh
That
yes,
was Waterdeep.
the
I
smuggler,
don't
the
know
smuggler's
where we
hold
are.
is Waterdeep. So
Oh,
you are in Neverwinter. So what I'll say is you do know the leader of Baldur's Gate can create portals to Baldur's Gate. He offered you to create your portal to the Nine Hells. You didn't need it. Harmony can also create portals.
Can you create us a portal to Talos?
That's not really sneaky, is it?
I mean, I doubt they'd expect it.
The most direct route.
So I suppose at this point, then you'll have Paul, the leader of the Baldur's Gate, sort of pacing around within sort of the lower deck of the Harmony, because I believe that last time you guys sort of told him about Ephraim in a sort of a coded message. So he's sort of just pacing around, sort of still thinking to himself. So I hear you needing to get inside the city undetected, right?
Hey,
I can help you with this. I can create ways into the city, but obviously not into the city. Not only would it be suicide for you to just appear next to, I don't know, 69 different devils that would just slash you to pieces as you exited the portal, but there appears to be some kind of anti-magic area the closer you get into the city. Presumably Asmodeus. He is the Lord of Lies, as it is. I wouldn't expect your traversal through the city to be anything but normal, or anything that you would expect. Expect the unexpected, as they say.
Can you get us to, like, an entrance to the underground tunnels?
To the underground tunnels, to the sewers. Quite possibly. There are, obviously, drainage ditches around the city themselves. There would be quite a long slog through the tunnels in underneath the city. We haven't scouted them. We haven't seen them. But at the same time, we haven't seen any nasty creatures come out from them. But it would be a gamble.
How
More of a-
big is this
Sorry.
anti-magic area, and where?
This is what we're not too sure of yet. Typically, anti-magic zones just appear invisible, especially the way that Asmodeus seems to have set it up. However, we have seen that when we try to communicate with our forces fighting within the city, the closer they get, the harder and harder it is for us to remain in communication with them. One squadron that we sent straight towards the city centre to try and free Talos have just gone completely dark. We cannot contact them at all.
So we need to also try and disrupt whatever is causing that, right?
I mean,
That would be very ideal, for us especially. The more we know, information will win this war, that is for sure.
we could just hope that Asmodeus is the cause of that. Surely blasting him to another plane would drop that spells if the magic comes from him.
This is a
Are
possibility.
you gonna blast him to another plane if you can't cast a spell to dispel the spell?
to dispel. Oh, damn.
Wow, that's a mouth.
Oh.
Right.
If I can't cast dispel to dispel the spell, that's
Can I?
I could just
Look at
cast
the-
it now.
Can I look at the city?
Yep.
And use True Sight to try and figure out where this, like the center point of this dome is.
Roll me a perception check. It's a very large city, and you can only sort of, where you are, see possibly a third of the city from this aerial view. Oh, it's pretty good. 22. I would say that you see many things happening within the city. You can sort of see over the walls, and you can see like almost ants within the city, as in people fighting within the streets. And as you sort of traverse the streets, almost eyeing it out like a bit of a maze and sort of seeing all the passages and all the alleyways, the main streets all connect to each other, you all see that there is, or Flopsy, you would see that there is a main congregation of devils and charmed inhabitants of Neverwinter sort of around specific choke points within the city, the larger main streets of the city. The alleyways are not so much guarded. But what you see with a 22 is you get the sense that they are protecting the main central portion of the city. Now, as you follow these streets with your eyes, sort of like a maze, sort of following it into the city, you do see that the more... I'll tell you what, with a 22, you will spot an El Gondo, sort of near the centre of the city. You've spotted quite a lot of them within the city. They're all just casting Scorching Ray, even though fire does nothing to them. But that's El Gondo's way. But you see one nearest the centre of the city. Roll a d20 for me, actually. Sorry. That's fun for me. You see this El Gondo just throw out hands, you can sort of hear him very off into the distance, this tiny little voice just going, Scorching Ray, Cone of Cold, as he announces his spells. But as he charges forward, almost pushing these three demons back, these bony, spiny devils, he pushes them back, and he crosses almost this threshold, and where he is purely on the offensive, just slinging these spells, you see that suddenly this El Gondo just drops to his knee, and you see him just trying to sling spells, but nothing happens. And you see that probably 50% of the city, if you imagine almost like a bullseye target, is covered. Like you can almost get a sense that the threshold is there. Does that make sense?
Okay. Can I get to the map that we were looking at earlier?
Yes, but I don't have it, so
Yeah. I'm gonna try and figure out roughly where that El Gondo was on the map.
Where is it? Is the question. I'd love to just be able to show you. I've lost it. Map, Cells map. Neverwinter city map. Man, I'm good.
All you got to do is search.
It is. Right, here we go. Let me just remove these for you. There we go. Even better. Let me get this out. So you guys will be over here somewhere, right? This is where you guys currently are. You're sort of seeing these main central cities sort of around about here, Flopsy. Do you see this El Gondo as he is traversing up this way? And you see him sort of lose his magical abilities around there. I'd say over 22, you get the sense that this magical zone will sort of do kind of like this.
The center is about here.
Center is right there. As in, like there, yes. But the center is right there.
Yeah, but the thing that's the dome's on, right, must be somewhere around here, yeah?
Yeah, I'd say with a 22, you and your, obviously, innate sort of looking at it from a player perspective, you get the sense that whatever is emanating this might possibly be at the epicenter of this.
I mean, well,
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle on the map, roughly where I think it is, and I'm going to point to the center of the circle. Whatever it is there.
So just as a quick sort of side notion then, so the map, this sort of strategic map, is on the other airship. Just making you aware. So do you guys want to go back to that other airship to do that?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll run over to the other airship and grab it, and then run back.
Okay.
we take the map, we grab it, we rip it out. All of the stuff they put on their map to strategize falls off the table.
Yeah. So as you run,
With any consolation, I have a passive stealth of 30.
a passive stealth of 30.
Passive stealth.
However, there are guardsmen around sort of the map area. So as much as you have, but you're not invisible. So as you move up, you take the map like a tablecloth and you just go zoom, and just flip off everything that they strategically placed on this map. And you
Can I try to do that like tablecloth trick?
All right, go on then. Make a sleight of hand check.
Everything's in the same place.
I'm going to say DC 25. Oh
20.
shit! You just you look at the map.
35,
and
guys.
You will it within existence, and this map almost just telekinetically just moves off, just bang like that, and it's gone, and it's then in your hands. Everything is exactly as it is.
Oh, look at that. I'll bring it back in a moment. Bye. And then I'm just gonna like run off.
Odd. You'll see that you will see that Ephraim Stoll does look at you. Sort of very odd. You sort of gives you a bit of a side eye as you flick off. But you'll go back to the Harmony and down into the lower deck, yeah? Okay.
And then I'm going to draw the circle, and I'm going to point in the epicenter, and I'll say, whatever it is there.
You'll see that Paul sort of says, good observation. What you're pointing at there is the trade district. You'll find was a market, mostly selling, well, pretty much anything there within the city. I can't imagine why the epicenter may be there, but I mean, that is where you're pointing.
If we go through the sewers, do a little bit of scouting, there'll definitely be a drain or so around there if it's the trade center, right? So we'll have a look and see what's there, and if there's something that we can do then, and right then and there, we'll do it, and if not, then we'll just go and get help, and then come back.
Hey.
Have we got some way of talking to each other when you're in the sewers and we're creating a distraction?
Do you have like a set of sending stones?
I'll have a look.
Not you, Hugh. Paul, do you have a set of sending stones?
I'm sure.
Oh, tell you what we could do. Could we not have taken the one off of Ella? And then use Ella's sending stone between me and her, like us?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that.
I guess I have the receiver, so I guess we can give the Ella's one to Hugh or Julius.
So can it only go just the one way?
No,
I think it can go
bi-directional.
Yeah, transmitter and receiver. I just don't usually call people.
Yeah. Well, you'll see at this point that sort of you hear a knock on sort of the decking of the Harmony airship, and you see just looming around with his large sort of wizardy hat that he's placed upon his head and his small tiny spectacles and aged face. It's the face of Ephraim Stoll.
At the moment there is a knock on the door, I'm going to roll up the map and put it in my bag of holding.
Yep, can do. You see that he just sort of doesn't try to hide himself. He doesn't do that. He just sort of knocks on the wood. Greetings, you all. I hope you are all doing well. Sorry, I have had things to attend to. I'm sorry I haven't been as hospitable as I could have been. Tell me, What is our plan to take this city for our own?
I'm gonna look at the talker of the group. That is Julius.
Why the fuck should we tell you, Ephraim?
Oh no.
Oh no! Why
Great,
Excuse me.
excellent, great start.
Thank you for tuning into the last episode.
Well, as I assume you're a little jest, Julius, as it were.
I think what he's trying to say is that it's a little bit covert, so therefore, the less that people know, the better off we are.
Oh, yes, quite a good idea, in fact. I mean, yes, if I'm ever caught or captured, as if I knew your plan, they'd be able to, I don't know, drill it out of my head. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. But, tell me, were you able to retrieve the Baldur?
Yeah, it was easy.
Easy. Okay. Do you have it? May I see it?
No. We currently actually don't know its location. We made sure that it was hidden.
You know.
She won't let us see it.
Just in case one of us ended up being like a dodgy bastard, you know?
Yeah.
A dodgy bastard. Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, crying shame that would be.
Again, the less people that know, the safer it is, and the better off we all are.
Right,
I
of course.
And I was there.
So, well, I assume you're going to use it to get Asmodeus out from the city. However, don't tell me, but do what you need to do. All I will say is, we can offer you a large amount of support from this end. Once Asmodeus is free from the city, almost a status quo will immediately flop into our favour. Right now, I believe that we can win this war, but with Asmodeus gone, victory is within our grasp. It would be a huge blow to their forces.
The thing that we're still really trying to figure out, though, and maybe you can help with this because you know him better, is once we're dealt with Asmodeus, what are we going to do about Gattas?
Gattas Cross, well...
That guy's a prick.
Well, yes, true. Yeah, well, that's a light way of putting it, Hugh. Yes. You see, Gattas Cross is a rather unknown figure to us right now, kind of like a bit of a wild card. We know that we're on a clock, as it were, since that beacon from the centre of the city switched off, and he looks up. Not that he can see the sky, but he's sort of implying that he's looking at the divine lattice. Now the divine lattice is broken. Well, who knows what we can expect next?
Who knows indeed.
Indeed.
Well, how are we supposed to take him down, though, right?
Gattas Cross.
You have like a...
Gattas Cross is a man. Through and through. Just like me.
Just
he's-
like you.
Good job, you.
Yes, Hugh. Just like me. We're different than you four. We are mortal. Or he was. What he has now become is unknown, but what he once was, and forgive me, I knew him of a time when he used to be my friend. He was once a man of great intelligence, one of the most intelligent beings I've ever come across, not including myself, of course. I was the more intelligent one. But he understood how to win. Just do not underestimate him. Whatever he has planned, It will be sudden and it will be swift.
That didn't really answer my question.
I didn't answer your question, Julius, because I don't think I have an answer. How to defeat Gattas Cross? Well, I'm hoping that you four had the answer, quite honestly.
What if we don't?
Then this world is lost, Julius. These are the stakes we are at now. We cannot lose. That is not an option. We've come this far. Now,
Well, something tells me then there is no time to waste. So, should we perhaps get ready?
and as you say that, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, Flops.
No.
17. That is a failure, sadly. You will be racked with this enormous amount of searing pain coming from your chest. You will start to hear these chimes around your mind, around your character, that are more alarming than you've ever heard before. These tones, these batterings, almost like all of these tones that you've heard before inside your head almost have a meaning to them, almost like it's trying to communicate, to the point that you can sometimes hear words. These are more tones that you imply are screaming, are crying for help. They are that sporadic, they are that enraged. It is at a point where you are keeling over. You are sort of clutching your stomach. You are clutching your chest, and it sort of puts you down almost to the floor.
Does it feel like the time that Gattas pulled the argon out of me in the past?
It feels similar, but it doesn't feel like anything's being ripped from you at this point. It feels as though something has changed. Something has been modified. You'll see that Ephraim sort of, oh my dear, what appears to be the problem? Tell me.
Can I please?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I just need to sit down for a little bit. I'm just gonna sort of like run out of the room and try and find a space where I can communicate with them without Gaffram around.
That's it. As you sort of get up and you try to hobble away.
And I'm specifically going to try and do everything I can to not let him touch me.
Most certainly. So you manage to just sort of scurry away, but as you do, these flashing images of... Make a wisdom saving throw.
Right. Is this a wisdom saving throw in the sense of it's trying to communicate with me and I'm potentially going to block it out?
No.
Okay. It's fell.
This is how much you see of almost this. What you are feeling right now as these images flash through your mind. I'm going to say the first 3 images are just nothingness. They're just random colours, pictures, but they're images. They feel like memories. They feel like images that have been seen, but they're not your memories. It almost feels like a regurgitation of memories that are just being forced into your mind but then ripped from them once again. But then after sort of the first 3 images, you start to see more clearer pictures. You see a cavern, a cave, very, very quickly, brief images of a cave, someone walking down a cave. Then you see a rock face that contains an orange sort of stone, a rock. You see a pickaxe on the floor. The next image changes of what appears to be a humanoid hand, a very small humanoid hand, but a very gruff hand, almost like a worker's hand, like a stonemason's hand, clutching a rock that is almost blue in colour. You then see another image of a throne, a red throne, maybe looking at the decorations of where this throne is within kind of like a hollowed out cave, like a mountain, but you see it's a very prestigious looking place. The next image crops up. You see the almost a very small beetle, but it's a construct. It's made out of brass. It's got almost these gem-coloured green eyes. But then these images just stop randomly, and as you try to make your way, these images are just flashing into your mind.
Okay. I am going to use as much of my time where I'm not in absolute agony to try and like really remember those as I am like barreling out the door. And yeah, I'm just going to try and find a space away from Gaffram. Possibly, actually, do you know what I'll do? I will go to where I last saw Harmony.
Okay, yeah, most likely on the very upper deck of the ship. Probably around, around the engine.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll go up to my usual crow's nest. That's where I normally go to do stuff. And I am just going to, like, all the way up. And then, like, sit down, clutching my chest, leaning against the side of the crow's nest. And I'm just going to, like, try and breathe. I'm going to try and remember the few times where I've communicated with Argon, and, like, Julius has had my hand on his chest, so I can just feel that heartbeat. I'm going to try and breathe and sort of like that rhythm. I'm going to try and recreate that sort of feeling of calm.
Okay.
And then I'll try and communicate with the Argon, basically, being like, what's wrong? What's happened? What's changed?
Roll a d20.
Roll higher than a 9, please.
Well, it's not that DC anymore. You will hear these chimes, these alarm chimes start to calm. They start to sort of bring themselves into a natural order. The more you're hearing these chimes, the more you're beginning to understand them, the more you're beginning to attune with them. But you feel, you gather your thoughts, and as much as you try to seek within yourself, you find your mind going towards those 3 shards in the centre of your chest. You feel them once again. You know their presence. You know where they are within your chest. That one prominent death shard that has ascended within you, but then the other 2 floating shards around it. But one of those shards, and I'd like you to pick which out of the other 2 shards would you like this to be?
Well, so I've been focusing on the life shard for the remainder of the time that we've been since I have like accepted it. I have been focusing on the life shard. So if that's the one that's communicating, then that one.
You will feel that this one is not communicating. This one is stable. But your other shard, your chaos shard, sort of at the left, begins to dull. It begins to fade within you. You start to lose the essence of it within you, almost like these chimes that you're hearing, these voices, maybe with an 11. Roll an insight check for me.
Internal insight check.
Internal insight check.
18.
These chimes that you're hearing, the more you're attuned to them, the more that you're understanding them. You feel like they are cries of pain. They are weeping tears as these chimes cry out for help, but as they dim and they become quiet, you get the sense that this shard within you is dying to the point it is almost dead completely, and it is just a shard of glass within you.
Argon can't be killed, can it? Can it?
The rest of you will start to feel, well, as you as well, Flopsy, will start to feel this tremor. You are on an airship, but you feel this turbulence to the ship, this vibration within the wood, this creaking and cracking around the airship. But you are on the lower deck at this point. You'll see that Ephraim sort of just looks around. Julius, you would be keeping your eye on Ephraim at this point, right?
Well, what Julius probably would have done, like the moment... Oh my god.
Are you alright? What happened there?
and over my toe. Somehow with my desk chair, and it really
Oh,
hurt.
shit.
Bless you.
Oh, that, yeah, I can feel the pain on that one.
Oh, it got like caught up in the coast a bit. It really hurt.
If anything, Flopsy, the thought of that pain is what you are feeling within.
And as soon as Flopsy ran out, Julius would have probably looked at Lugus. And then done like a one of those like go after her type looks. And then made a beeline towards Ephraim, probably. Oh, my toe really hurts.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll sort of, as you've seen Flopsy sort of run out at the top of the deck and you can just see Flopsy climb in that crow's nest, what would you like to do?
I guess we climb it, I guess.
Yeah. As you sort of get halfway up, you will start to feel that the ship starts to creak, starts to crack, and starts to sort of almost vibrate. You look out across the land, Lugus, and you can see that the ground is, you can see the soil is almost breaking up. You can see that the trees are just moving and swaying in very odd ways. You almost get the sense that the whole earth, the whole ground beneath you is starting to shake. Coming out from the lower deck will be Ephraim Stoll. Look straight at you, Lugus, sort of climbing the crow's nest. Something appears to be occurring, Lugus.
Yeah, Ephraim, the world's shaking.
Yes,
That's not a normal thing.
This isn't good. Not one bit.
No.
Um,
It isn't.
Julius and Hugh.
We'll observe that.
Yeah. Julius and Hugh, what would you two be up to at this point?
I was going towards Ephraim
Okay.
when Flopsy ran off.
So I suppose Hugh,
So
Hugh, what are you up to then first?
He's just still looking at Ephraim, just like this.
All right.
He's just been stood in there being a little bit unpleasant. Just, yeah.
Very so.
So
giving him the stink eye.
as you two approach Ephraim then, so as he's just sort of exiting the upper deck, seeing Lugus climb the crow's nest, seeing Flopsy just sort of mounting herself up, then just as the ship starts to shake, what would you guys like to do or say? As Ephraim turns to you both.
I got your back, buddy.
Go ahead, and both of you who are looking at Ephraim Stoll, make an insight check for me.
I'd be also looking at him after I
Tooth.
put out that interaction with him.
You can go and make an insight check if you'd like to.
From a top-down perspective.
Yes. Insight check his hairline.
Yes, I can see his eyebrows here. They're very suspicious.
14. So
Still balding.
yeah, still balding. But you will get something. Hugh, I mean, looks like Ephraim Stoll. It might be Gattas Cross. Who the fuck knows?
Hugh's been like frowning so much he's actually got his eyes closed.
Yeah, that's it. But to you, Julius, you feel the ship start to shake. You can see almost this tremor going through the land, and you can see almost the soil breaking up. But you sort of, amongst this chaos, amongst Flopsy making her way up to the crow's nest, unsure of what's happening, you stay locked in on this man, this Ephraim Stoll. And you can see it in his eyes that although he is surprised, he is shocked. Perhaps to you, it may look like he knew this was happening. And you see him now look up to the sky, and you will now all see as the sky turns this bright orange colour. The divine lattice, the parts that are left, now just completely shatter apart. You hear it as almost like a sonic boom in your ears, just poof, as the lattice is just thrown to pieces, as it just shimmers down from the sky above, almost like small tiny golden snowflakes that just sort of lie across the land of Faerûn. And Julius, as you just take your eyes off of Ephraim for a moment, and Lugus, you look as you're climbing from that crow's nest, and you look up towards the sky. Hugh, you've obviously got your eyes closed at this point, but you guys will start to see this forming orange 100-foot radius sphere descending down from the heavens. What you can only assume is an argon core descending from the sky at exactly the center point of the Neverwinter city. Julius, you'll see that Ephraim, to you, has a face of shock and oh my, you can see through this ruse. The rest of you sort of hear Ephraim just say, "That, my friends, is an argon core. It has begun. Gattas Cross has returned." Flopsy, you will sort of see as you're sort of just looking in on yourself, but you will see as you look out, sort of trying to search within, but you find yourself almost subliminally looking towards home. And you can see that the divine lattice above Baldur's Gate that you see way off into the distance, the sky above, almost forms this rift, this vortex within the sky, the same diameter of what is an argon core, but all you see is not an argon core drop, but you just see this sparks of lightning just completely above the city itself, but no core has descended, just sparks of lightning. Make a perception check for me, Flopsy.
Oh, I'm not going to see a naked fat woman, am I?
Let's see if you see a naked.
That's 18.
It was 18. Oh, it's 18. You see. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Why did I ask Flopsy to do a fucking perception check? Sorry, it's been a couple of weeks. Fucking hell. You see quite clearly, Darren. Would you like to describe what Flopsy will see?
Flopsy sees a grotesque vision of a lady with massive saggy tits kind of flailing around as she's falling, skydiving towards the floor. A face like painted up in the most garish. Yeah, there we go. With with Flopsy's perception, with a crazed face on it, just plummeting towards the earth.
With purely naked.
Yeah, absolutely naked. Yeah. Everything pink there. Get rid of it.
Yes.
Oh my fucking god! What the shit is that? I'm presuming if I kind of like keep looking around as well, I see the other Argon core.
You will see the Argon core right above Neverwinter, but as you also look around, you see that this rift in the sky above Neverwinter, the same almost vortex-like rift, is above the city of Neverwinter. But as you look even further north, you see the city of Waterdeep, where the armies are still marching their way from to the city of Neverwinter to join the fight. You see a large vortex above that city also, and within this vortex, you also see another identical Argon core descend from the skies above the city of Waterdeep.
So as I'm assuming Lugus is coming up to the crow's nest, right?
Hey. I just paused to look at, the apocalypse. I would have reached the top by now, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, because something's happened. I think, and I'm going to just like have a look at the two Argon cores, but notice the third portal without one, and that's where the fat lady fell. I think.
Wait. Did two descend over Waterdeep, or did I hear that?
No, one over Neverwinter, one over Waterdeep.
And then one was supposed to be over Baldur's Gate, but it's gone.
And we saw the fat lady fall from
Baldur's Gate.
The Baldur's Gate portal.
Baldur's Gate. Man, you've got good eyes, because I'm pretty we're at Neverwinter.
It's Flopsy.
You can spy one medium human.
It's the most. It's like a 1
miles
pixel.
away. It is the most noticeable pixel in that
I
entire sky.
I think the Chaos Core has been destroyed.
Or
Well, I mean,
is that
I guess
good news?
it's good in the sense that it's blown up, but it's bad in the sense of that's the most excruciating agony that I've ever been in.
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
But I didn't think you could. How did that happen? What is going?
Well, it is at this point, Flopsy, with your passive perception, you will also see 4 figures. Well, 3 figures. Well, 5 figures. My apologies. Drop from the sky right above Neverwinter. You're not too sure, but you see one, this kind of crazed orange skin-coloured kobold just sort of writhing and thrashing around in the sky as they plummet down. Lugus, okay, I'm not going to allow you not to see them. You will see these tiny, small little dots, but those dots being very familiar to you, your brothers Alexis and Atticus, as they plummet towards the centre of the city.
Over there, look! Look! Can you see that?
You can.
My
other brothers are still here, right?
Yeah. I'll say that Magnus sort of comes out in his craggle form and just, brother, it's our other brothers.
Seen him. Oh, awesome, amazing.
So wait, if that's Lucas, if that's your other brothers, are the other 3? Are they the heroes?
Maybe. I thought there were 4.
Don't relive that trauma.
Sad times.
Well, they're falling into the middle of the city. That's not good.
They'll be fine. They're like mythical, probably.
At this point, Ephraim is going to grab you, Julius. Sort of just come up to you and sort of grab your shoulders and almost just shake you, just sort of as he speaks his words intently to you, Julius. Julius, we are running out of time. We must defeat Asmodeus. He has your mother, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then all the more reason to stop him. We are running out of time. Must go into the city and take him out.
I need to talk to you first.
Make it quick.
Head very hastily towards the under part of the ship. The down the steps.
Down the steps.
Down the steps.
Julius, this is odd. Whatever you need to say to me can be said amongst the group, surely. But go on, what is it?
I'll go down. Is anyone around?
Yeah, Paul, the leader of Baldur's Gate, but he'll probably have made his way up to see what the commotion is.
Ephraim.
Julius.
I am, I spoke to Gattas Cross earlier.
Right.
And, he was trying to get me to kill Ella, right?
Yes, you mentioned.
Yeah.
But you
and
didn't.
I didn't, but I knew she was going to die, and I didn't prevent it.
As much as I know about Plane Striders is they're resourceful people. Their job is to protect. Their job is to put everyone else but themselves first. If that was the decision she made, then there must have been the right decision.
Sure, but I had this opportunity when I was speaking to him to like lie and say that I did it, and then I couldn't do that because those fucking assholes have made me kind of honest somehow. But the reason I wanted to speak to him is because, you know, Flopsy, right?
Yes, I am aware.
Well, I've lived like thousands of lives, and I don't think I've ever felt about anyone the way I felt about her. And I think she's gonna... something really bad is gonna happen if we don't get that argon out of her. And so I know you said that there has to be a way, right? There's got to be a way of extracting it.
Perhaps.
I mean, if you know, just please tell me.
I have a way to extract the argon from Violet. But it's not as simple as me just doing it. Violet has to be willing. At this point, the cores have become attached to her. They are part of her now. Extraction has a very high chance of death.
So that if they're attached to you, they can be removed as long as you're willing to let them go.
Perhaps.
And then would she die if that happened?
There's a very high chance, but I cannot be for sure. This is something that has never happened before. Something that has never been done. All experiments or researches need time, they need tests. What you're asking is for something to just happen with no research, no nothing. I could not tell you what is possible. What I can tell you is argon is mathematically pure. Its fusion to a divine being is amazing, almost like a miracle of some kind, but almost predictable at the same time. It's not just a divine being that it's attached to. It's a certain divine being that is attached to. It's a certain type of person. Well, I'm going to sound cliche, but it's what exists within someone. Someone pure of heart. That, I believe, is the combination of Violet Cottontail, Raven Queen, whatever you would like. That person there, the person that you hold so dear, I think the Argon sees her as a perfect ally or vessel. However you believe that the Argon is aligned. Gattas believed that the Argon was sentient. He believed it spoke to him sometimes. I tend to believe he's right, but Gattas never really spoke much about whether he trusted it. He never spoke about whether he trusted him. I think perhaps what we're seeing is the true form of Argon within Violet Cottontail. I know she means a lot to you, Julius. I will see to it that Violet is safe and sound once all is said and done.
Well, that is a relief. So the Argons and Hazel, right?
You need to explain.
You didn't see Hazel, no? She's like a kind of... You haven't seen her? You weren't there, right?
Oh, this is difficult.
I mean, she's all, like, fucked up and stuff, and, I don't know,
She's
I
not
think she was
fucked up,
trying to
though.
help us.
She's not. Hazel is different. Hazel is special, like Violet, in a way, but not in others. What does this conversation have anything to do with Hazel? You can see at this point, Julius, I'll sort of keep your last insight, that there's a sense of... Go ahead and roll another insight check for me. I just want to see how much I give you there. You get a sense of aggravation, but let's see if you roll high enough, I'll give you something else.
I'll try. Oh no! 15. That sucks.
You get a sense of aggravation. You can see other emotions in his face, but you can't quite pinpoint what they are. He's definitely being deceptive, though.
I think she was trying to help us, maybe, or tell us something.
I don't believe Hazel is a variable in this puzzle. I believe if she becomes a problem, then we will deal with it, like we deal with every problem that surfaces.
I think she's a good person.
Now that I can tell you is true. She is a good person.
Shame about her dad, though. What a fucking asshole.
Yes. Well, as you might have noticed, we have 2 Argon cores within the material realm. The last time an Argon core was here in Faerûn, it exploded and caused a cataclysm, and nearly destroyed this entire plane of existence. Now there are 2 of them. Don't you think we should get a move on?
Yeah, probably.
There's something up with you, Julius. I don't know what it is. What has changed when you went to that 9 hells? What did you see?
There was this tiki bar.
I have heard about the tiki bar.
It had, like, inflatables. And, we couldn't go. And I do think it broke me inside, emotionally.
All right. I am going to need you to tell me, I probably know what these are at the moment, what are your surface thoughts, Julius?
Oh, God. What would he be thinking?
Well, about the tiki bar right now.
Well, probably about the tiki bar.
It would be one of those, like, real messy, jumbled. He is thinking about the tiki bar. He's probably getting a lot of flashbacks from being in the hells.
Yeah.
He's worried about Violet. He is worried about his mum. He's worried about 2 Argon cores exploding. There's a lot of worries.
Roll a wisdom save for me then, please.
Oh, roll high.
This will be a DC 23.
I am not good at wisdom.
Oh, you're proficient. You're a bard.
Okay.
I've only got a plus 2 to it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you then, so if you haven't already guessed, but Julius wouldn't know this because you failed the DC, but someone, wonder who, is probing into your mind, trying to read your thoughts. he is going to try and sift through your memories of what you saw in the Nine Hells.
What did I see? It's been so long.
So
I've actually forgotten.
what I will say is
see?
you're not quite truly aware of this, but I'll say just subliminally to let me sort of describe it, is within your brain you can sort of just see it almost like a projector sort of flicking through different sort of memories that you have, but then it starts to slow down as you look over these pieces of parchment that you have in your hand, letters that have been presumably written by one Gattas Cross. And as they
Did
sort
you
of
read them? I thought it was just me and Lugus, right?
Yeah, it was just me and Fox.
when you're on the upper deck, as you sort of understood that Ella put two and two together, you all checked out the notes. Do you remember? So that's
Q at one point was scrawling it all over the deck.
yeah. So
I drew a picture.
so it's that sort of image that just sorts of get to burn
But
into your mind.
I don't know that he's looking, right? Julius doesn't know.
You do not know, yeah. I'm just sort of describing
Right.
it so you to understand it. But then that image just sort of fades away, and you just sort of see. You almost feel almost lethargic, sort of. But then, yeah, it's all just completely normal, and you'll see that Ephraim Stoll just says, "You can tell me things, Julius. If anything, you're the one I trust the most. Now, understand this. We must win this war. But of course, to anything, there is a risk of loss. If you feel that at any time that loss is imminent, I need you to contact me. Your mother is at stake. Perhaps a divine being like yourself. Perhaps loss is just another path to difference. You might not know what I mean right now, but just think on that. Anyway, I must get going. I have a war to win. And you see him shuffle off. What are the rest of you up to?
I am
Has a panic attack.
desperately keeping an eye on where the figures fall, basically, like the heroes and the
You
two
will see
squirrels.
them fall directly at the centre of the city. Right at the end, you'll sort of just see their fall start to slow, but then they go completely out of view, almost into the flames of the city.
Is it kind of into where we're, like the trade centre where we're thinking of going?
More the main centre of Neverwinter.
Okay.
The epicenter
Council.
was just off the council building.
That's good. Right, well, I guess we've got to go there now.
But I thought that was our sort of kind of goal. I
Well,
thought we'd sort of
We're slightly
go
going off.
past through them.
We're going off centre, and then we got to go back there because apparently that's where they've just fallen, and we need them.
Yeah, you will see that Ephraim sort of passes by all of you, and he makes his way back onto the strategic airship. But he sort of, as he does, he looks up to all of you. All of you, we have ran out of time. Gattas Cross has returned. You know what you must do. We must stop Asmodeus at all costs. We cannot fight them both together. Good luck to you all. And he makes his way back onto the other airship.
Lucas, I have a question.
I might have an answer.
If that is who we think it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does he want us to get rid of Asmodeus? I think it's a distraction. This is
So-
wasting time.
leave Asmodeus
I think we need to leave
to
Asmodeus.
do Asmodeus things.
I think we need to leave him. I think we need to leave him to the 4 heroes. I think we need to focus on that and getting those balls back up into the sky.
How do you suppose we do that?
Right, the 3rd one's been killed, right? The only thing that's changed is those, 3 idiots falling from the sky. Maybe they know something about it. Can you get in contact with your brothers?
Can I get... Oh, they're a bit far away from my telepathy. 1 second.
They'll definitely be out of range of telepathy, yeah.
Yeah, Abby. I don't, but maybe, Janus...
Hey, brother.
Raymond. Could you maybe, do you have like a longer range sending than I do? I can reach them.
I do.
Because they somehow managed to...
I have access to
I
have access to a longer range sending, brother, but
They're in the thingy.
they're in the epicenter.
Yeah,
they're in the center of the city. I don't think my sending's gonna. I can't penetrate any of them.
But you're...
You're right, brother. Actually,
What about a sending stone? Do you have a sending
Jack.
stone for them? You've got to have a sending stone,
I
surely.
have a sending stone for Alexis, but it's down as well.
Anti-magic's really pissing me off with this campaign. Let's
The first time I've used it.
do what we usually do. No, you did it in the swamp, and I was really smart and avoided it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Let's just do what originally we're doing, because I imagine there's going to be portals elsewhere in the city. To other places. Maybe one can get us back to Waterdeep real quick.
Right, okay, how about we do this then?
So just
Those 2 get the hostages, we go and disarm the spell thing, and then...
the anti-magic thing.
The anti-magic thing, and then we go and find your brothers, but I don't think we should go after him. I think we should leave that to them. I think we need to focus on that, pointing up at the balls in the sky.
Do you still want me to dispel the Baldur? Because that'll at least turn the tides of battle, and maybe that can give us the gods on our side a chance
Yes,
to
but why does he want
prepare
him
for
gone?
Asmodeus' fight.
Why does he want him
He hates
gone?
him. He doesn't like him. He's
Yes.
not a fan.
But that potentially also means that Asmodeus is perhaps the one fucking thing that's standing between him and total annihilation of the world. If Gaffram wants this gone, that's because he's a threat.
So, are you saying we I don't deep
Look,
up with...
I'm not saying this is potentially a clever idea or anything, but we've now got something very, very precious to that twat over there. Perhaps we can strike a deal.
with the fucking devil of devils.
What's that? Or we can just dispel it and then he can just get fucked off somewhere else.
I'd much rather do that. I really don't like him.
But at the end of the day, there's a reason that dickhead wants that dickhead gone. And I can almost guarantee it's because there's something he can do that can stop him from doing something else. Potentially far worse.
Okay. Alright. Let's go.
That's the only reason I can think that he's backing this war. Get rid of half of our forces and at the same time get rid of the biggest threat against him.
Alright, let's go have a chat with Asmodeus then.
That's gone
I'm
well
not
for
saying-
you before.
I'm not saying it's clever, but I'm saying we've got more leverage now. And if it goes badly, then we've got, well, apparently 3 other allies that are very strong. So, you know, we could always just do that instead.
Hi, my brothers are pretty hench.
One of them's on 1 HP.
Okay. Well, okay, so let's go hostages, magic thing, and then see what happens. And
Aye,
perhaps
let's-
also let the other 2 into the plan of what's just changed potentially.
Yeah. At that moment, there's a roar of a quad bike because he's like, I've got it going. This is great.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Hugh, as you sort of you managed to find this quad bike in sort of the lower deck where Philippe has sort of housed them, you managed to make your way down there. And what I'll say, Hugh, is you find a red one, a blue one, a pink one, and a purple one. Which, like, they're sort of lined up. They've all got the keys in the ignition. Which one was
pink? Pink.
Second.
Yeah, pink. Pink, absolutely. He's wearing his Hawaiian shirt, his pink Hawaiian shirt, and he gets on the pink.
That's it. As you
synthwave-esque.
As you flick the key, the engine roars into life, and it's just almost got that fun sort of acceleration sort of lever as you sort of has no reverse, obviously. So you're pull it back, and then you're able to make yourself out of the cargo hold through the sort of the tavern area of the Harmony airship, and sort of just and almost do a handbrake turn on a quad bike. Do they have handbrakes?
Why not?
Why not? All right, you just spin the back wheels up and almost drift around and do a little bit of a donut on the on the upper deck, and all you lot hear is just this vroom, vroom from this V6 quad bike. Come on, that's cool.
Do I see Julius anywhere?
Julius walks into Hugh.
Okay, no, I don't.
Rum in his hand, crying.
You okay? What's with you're leaking?
Hugh, I think I really dropped a bollock in a very big way.
He looks down at your groin and looks back up and says, in what way?
It's an analogy. Is it?
Metaphor, but yeah, sure.
What's happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I just was trying to be like really clever, like 2 seconds ago with Ephraim.
Oh no.
And he got really fucking weird towards the end. And I think I might have just like.
Did you tell him the plan?
I didn't tell him the plan. What? Hugh, the furthest I think we've got with the plan is jump out of the ship with quad bikes.
The quad bikes, yes.
So
the plan, Julius. The plan.
I didn't tell him the plan. But I think he knows. I think he knows that definitely he knows that I know, and I think he knows that everybody else also knows.
Like knows.
Yeah,
like knows about him knows.
Yeah.
We need to tell the smart ones. We're the smart kids.
Where's the nerds?
We're the competent members of this party.
We're the competent members. Drinks from the ball of rum.
Yeah, Hugh abandons the quad bike and just kind of falls over the stairs and gets up. Right, quick, we gotta find them.
The thing was, I was like, hey, I'll just be really clever, you know. I'll get him to give something away, right, about Argon, and then I was doing it and it was going so well, and I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna go deeper. So then I started talking about Hazel, and he got really fucking annoyed when I said that, and then. and then he was like, hey Julius, what's changed? And I was like, I was emotionally devastated by the tiki bar, and I said it as a joke, but he saw through it. And I used to be good at this before I met all of you, and I think it's your fault, frankly.
It probably is. It's most things are my fault in one way or another.
You're right. It wasn't my fault. I did a really good job.
Proud of you, I guess. Quick, just follow me.
You're great. Get on the quad bikes. Oh, dive into the city.
No, wait. No. We're going to need to reassess.
I don't think we had a backup plan after that. Anyway, we definitely don't know how to kill Gattas Cross.
Hit him.
You just hit him.
Yeah.
It was my plan. I just punch him in the face until he stopped.
I think that's all. I think that's all we need. Hit him real fucking hard.
Just come upstairs. Find the other two. We'll figure this out.
We go and look for the other two.
Well, what I'll say then is, just as you two head up, you feel the Harmony airship that you are all still aboard on just starts to move. It starts to drift. Now, nobody's currently at the helm of the ship itself, but Flopsy, as you look over, you can see the sort of the spectral image of the young small girl Harmony, as you just see her sort of just prancing around the deck of the ship as she just sort of points to the Skymaster 302 cubic inch engine, and it sort of roars up, the revs begin to rise, and the ship just begins to slowly maneuver away from this strategic ship. You see the planks just start to fold away. Ephraim looks rather confused why the ship is moving with no one at the helm, but as it almost just pans away for about 200 feet away, you see that Harmony just below Flopsy, she sort of just gives you a wave, almost as if to beckon you over. But that's where we'll go and take a quick break. That's all right. So we'll be back in just a moment. Bye. He's back.
There you are. Yes.
Welcome back to Frozen Andyland. You will all feel the Harmony. You what, bruv? You said
my favourite.
Oh. You will all feel and see the Harmony airships will sort of float away now. I think we'll go to... let's go to that scene. No, yeah, let's fight the Harmony. Your foundry crash, brilliant. It's all right, we're not a battle map, you're fine. But you will see as the Harmony airship sort of floats away, sort of 100, 200 feet away from the strategic airship, just to sort of give you your space, because Harmony has sort of got the idea now. She's sort of with you guys, but as she sort of beckons you down, Flops, what would you all like to do?
I'll go towards her.
Cool. So as you sort of make your way, you see this this spectral image, but as you get closer, sort of becomes a full small girl. Like it's almost like a material, like as just materialized in front of you. The closer you get, the more sort of surreal it is. Is that the word? More viscous. I don't fucking know the word. Look, Harmony's there. And you see her just sort of prance around like a small girl does, just sort of not paying attention, almost seemingly without a care in the world. And she sees that you approach, and she just puts her little paw, her little hand up, and just says, "Hello."
Hi.
Oh, sorry. Right? Yes, I just I thought I'd move away from what I think is a bit of a prick, as Hugh quite eloquently put it.
Yeah, he is a little bit of a douchebag, isn't he?
Bit of a prick. I like that word. It's a nice word. Tell me, that up there, that's an Argon core. I remember them. I've seen one before. I was there when the explosion happened. I can see its back. That can't be good.
No. We need to get it out of Faerûn. We need to get it onto a different plane.
You know, as she sort of makes her way over to the Skymaster 302 cubic engine, are you aware what this ship is? This airship? Why it is what it is?
I'm kind of getting the idea that it's like a ship with a soul. You, specifically.
Well, without sounding nasty, but well done, Sherlock. Yes, it is a ship, and I am a soul. But it is more than that. It is a... You see, my father, Xandar, he manufactured it a long time ago, but he was very precise in what he wanted this ship to be able to do. And I think you've seen it now with you lot just pushing every one of my buttons in a random order, might I say. And you can see that it can do certain things. Now,
Yeah, the buttons should really have labels, though, to be quite fair.
I did mention that. There's some things that my father, he just didn't see eye to eye with me on. But I agree, should have labels. But you'll see that she sort of points out towards the strategic aircraft that Ephraim was just on. And she sort of points out to it, and you can sort of see with your passive perception that she sort of points to the way that this airship floats, the way it sort of is powered. You notice that there isn't an engine on that airship. There is no Skymaster 302. It's just powered by almost arcane magics, whereas the ship that you're on is very different. Probably from your perspective, a lot more old school, a lot more mechanically powered, engine driven. But she sort of points over to it. You notice obviously an obvious omission from every other airship you see on this battlefield is they don't make airships like me much anymore. Well, they never did. You see, I'm powered by a brimstone, a rare material that, well, it can be used to charge an argon core. The Skymaster 302 cubic engine beside me is built with brimstone itself. To put it plainly, I am an airship built to destroy argon cores.
That's good. But here's a question. We don't want to destroy them while they're in this plane.
Correct. That little favour that I asked of you earlier, would you mind helping me speak with the others?
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, Lucas, I think, was just looking for the other two. The other two disappeared, but we'll call them over.
Please.
Lucas! You gotta get the others.
I've not been moving. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I reckon I hear the quad bikes revving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get them before they drop.
At that moment, Hugh comes bursting onto the deck, pulling Julius up by the wrist.
He's just coming to get you.
We may have a problem. He's done it. He may have told him.
Told him.
I didn't. Hugh, I didn't.
No, it was my fault.
Whatever happened.
I'm gonna need.
You wanted us for something. You wanted us for something.
I don't know which one takes precedence, if I'm being honest.
Okay, where's Flopsy? Let's just say this once in front of everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't want to hear this twice. And it was back this week. Over to Violet.
As you all make your way up to where the upper deck, where the sort of the ship controls are, and the Skymaster 302, you will see Flopsy there, just seemingly talking with the air.
Oh God, it's getting worse.
Let's assume this is like a Raven Queen thing rather than a she'd gone mad thing.
Oh, hi guys, come over here. Someone wants to talk to you.
Oh, is it another dead person?
Is this person in the room with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Where do I feast?
I'm gonna sort of like, I don't know, do some fangled Raven Queenie magic. Some tendrils of light will kind of come out, and then suddenly this kind of spectral form of a child will appear to you.
There we go. Exactly like that. Those tendrils will just sort of wrap around this spectral image of this figure that you see, and the rest of you will just see this materialized brunette small child, just sort of from the feet up into the sort of the torso up to the shoulders and eventually the head, and you just see this small girl just sort of smiling back at you with clasped hands behind her back, and she sort of leans her weight on one leg. Hello, can you see me, hear me? Which you obviously all can.
Oh yes. Sorry, I was waiting for confirmation.
You'll see that she just sort of nods to you, Flopsy, almost as a thank you. But she sort of looks at you all. Hi, my name's Harmony. And first of all, I just want you to all know that it has been an absolute pleasure to fly with you all over this short space of time. I know my mother and father, Ella and Xandar, they trusted you 100%. They treated you as if they were their own. They loved you all individually, and I like to think that as much as you all couldn't see me, I could all see you through all of your adventures and everything that you've done. And I just want to say that I'm just so happy that we've got this far together. Hugh, I noticed that you're strong. You have what it takes to win at anything. Your clear determination, your strength, your everything but intelligence is everything that this party needs.
Famously so.
It's been a pleasure to get to know you in such a short space of time. Julius.
Sorry, Harmony, have you been watching all the time?
You make that sound creepy.
It's just I was led to believe there was a certain degree of privacy at certain points on the airship.
Yeah, I've been thinking that for a while. Hugh, for as long as we're on this ship, please never sleep naked again.
Would it make you feel better, Hugh, if I told you that my vision only stems as far as the upper deck and the lower deck, not into any of the rooms?
That would make me feel much, much more comfortable.
Yes, unfortunately that would make me a liar. I am the ship, Hugh, and I cannot lie.
Well,
it is, yes.
That is what it is then, I guess.
Those words will go unspoken.
I wish somebody had put a sign up.
Perhaps. Julius. Your mother. I promise you I will keep her safe. I will protect her with everything I have. You have my word. And maybe stay off the booze. You're a lot nicer without it.
Hides the bottle behind his back.
While that bottle's on my ship, I know where it is.
Good.
Lugus.
Hello.
Lugus, for such a small creature, you are magnificent in every way. I once came across one of your brothers, Atticus. Beautiful beings is a Ratatosk, and you are no different. You are the core of this group, Lugus. Your guidance is what this world needs. And Flopsy, Violet, without you, this world stands no hope. I don't know a lot about Argon, but what I do know is it has a mind of its own, no matter who is controlling it. It does think for itself, and I think you're the living proof of this. Find a way to stop the cause, find a way to stop Gattas, and find a way to stop anyone standing in all of your way. As I said, my job is to protect. You see, my mother was a plane rider. My father was an angel. It is in my blood and my sworn duty to protect those that can change our world for the better. I protected my parents 2 millennia ago. They didn't quite understand why at the time, being a plane rider and an angel independently. The mixture between them both, I think they did understand at the end why I did what I did, and I saved their lives at the expense of my own. And I think they would understand why I will do what I will do now, and that is to protect all of you. I'm going to take you wherever you want to go, but at that point, I'm going to rain hellfire down onto this city. I am going to destroy as many of those evil things that block your path. I am going to make sure that you get to your destination. And then I want you to use me to destroy that Argon core.
We can do that. But we've got to do it somewhere else, not here.
Yes. Find a way into the upper planes. There must be a way.
We've got to let it off up there.
I do listen in on conversations that happen on my ship, of course. Maybe. And she looks over to the strategic airboat with Ephraim on. If that is Gattas Cross, then you've obviously asked yourself, well, where's Ephraim's stole? Perhaps he knows a way. He knows a lot about an Argon core. And wherever he is, well, that may be the best place to destroy an Argon core.
He was definitely somewhere in the upper planes, but he's not. It's not the upper plane.
It's an option.
I have some history with travelling between planes. Could I get did I get like an upper or lower vibe from the portal I saw most likely Ephraim crawl out of? Stretched Ephraim.
Ooh,
it's a big ass.
It's a bit. That's
certainly not my expertise.
I'll tell you what, you said it, sir. A big ass. So go ahead and roll me either an intelligence. Well, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Well, that is intelligence, by the way.
I know. That's why I switched to Arcana. I was just thinking straight intelligence, but if you got proficiency.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not a good roll.
No,
15.
sadly not. What I will say, though, I will give you, what I like to do is I won't give you information, but I will give you a mission of information. You know the upper planes fairly well. It is definitely not a portal to any upper plane that you are aware of. It is not a portal that would emanate from any material plane or planes of existence that are well known, such as the Feywild, the classic Underdark from Jack's world. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely not one of them.
And we know, right? We know that it was because the Magic Emporium, where it is, was just a magically created demiplane.
Then you know more than yes. You can add that to your 50.
So we just need to find a wizard powerful enough to cast a demiplane.
Well, we know Elgando, right?
There's approximately 1,000 demiplanes down there. We've got tons of options. Can go. If Elgondo doesn't know it, I can guarantee a wizard back at the resort would probably know it.
Well,
they might have Magic Emporium connections.
I think a way to wherever you may be going, you'll have to think of quickly. I don't think there's a lot of time left.
Well, first things first, we need to get the hostages, and we need to get the anti-magic thing down. And we also need to catch up with the 4 heroes that dropped.
And then maybe make an alliance with...
Oh, yeah, we didn't tell you about this one. So we had a little bit of a brainwave a moment ago. So this war is a distraction.
If you say so.
It's a war that we need to have, but Gattas is using it to his advantage to weaken us and to get rid of an enemy. And he's using it as a way of enabling his own plan whilst we're dealing with that one. But actually his plan's the one that's going to blow the world up.
Yes, we don't want that to happen.
So we're thinking of perhaps, maybe, possibly making a deal with the devil.
If you feel like that is the best course of action.
Oh, it's a terrible plan, but...
No. More specifically, I think it's me making a deal with the devil. Because he's a big fan.
Let me take us a little bit away. What I should say is, because there's not a lot of time, you should all make your preparations now. Julius and Hugh, I believe there is this front door, back door decision. Whatever way you decide to get into the city, consider me as your air support, as it were. I will look after you the entire way.
Speaking of Julius and Hugh, would you like to reveal a certain thing that your big important news?
Oh, you've got news too?
Lucas is steaming.
Now it's my fault, but
yeah. Hugh has something to
I don't have anything to confess. You confess. I'll take the blame, but you do the talking.
And then we get to this portion of the conversation.
No, we agreed that it was your fault, Hugh.
Yeah, I'd say it's my fault, but I didn't do anything.
Okay,
That's going to need a really high deception roll from
Hugh. What is not your fault?
Well, I was finding the quad bikes, and Julius was talking to Ephraim, and for reasons he may know.
Why were you talking to Gaffram?
Because that's why he wanted Ella dead. Because then she can't create the portals to push the massive balls through.
Okay. Answer the question.
Is that the big news? It seemed different the way you sort of skimmed it over for me, Ellie.
I had a nice chat with Ephraim.
Okay.
And
Is that the end of it?
And I just froze, so apologies.
I was like, man, you're really...
And I got a lot of really helpful information. So like part of it is I don't think that the Argon like ever bonded with him, right? Because he was like, oh, like it used to speak to me, but then I didn't know if I trusted it, and it doesn't trust me, and all of it. And then it was like, and then Flopsy is like, that's why it works so well. So I don't think he's like bonded with it, right? So there's that, and I also think that he knows that we know.
how does he know that we know?
I don't know.
What makes you think that? What makes you know that he knows that we know?
Because when I was talking to him, he got really weird with me towards the end, particularly when I was talking about Hazel, because I was just trying to be clever, okay?
Hang on a minute. You brought up his triply dead daughter that he brought back 3 times. The one thing that he perhaps cares about more than anything else in this fucking world.
Yes,
and you
exactly.
brought that up in front of him.
Yes.
Right.
Because I was just trying to see what stuck, right? I just wanted to like throw some stuff out there and then see if anything stuck, and he got kind of pissy.
Oh, so it did stick.
Maybe like a little too well, and then he got really weird and creepy towards the end, and I kind of felt like he knew that I knew, but I don't know whether he knew that I knew that he knew that we knew.
So he doesn't know that we know that he knows that we know.
But I know that we know that he knows that we don't know that he knows. So what does that mean?
I'm sorry, I zoomed out. What's going on?
I'm not sure whether he knows that we know that
he knows that we know.
He knows that we know.
Shall we
right?
Make an assumption that he knows that we know and work from there? So the way
he knows.
If he doesn't know,
he knows that
if he
we
doesn't know
but
what
I
we
don't
know.
think that he knows that.
Can I please have a diagram?
So
Sweet.
basically, he knows that we know that he is not Ephraim, right? But,
Yes, but
he doesn't
he knows
necessarily know that we know that he
knows
knows that we know he's Gaffer.
So in many ways, it's perfect.
But how do we know that
Is
he
it
knows
though?
that we know that he knows that we know?
Well, we don't. It's just like it's just a
We
little
have to
bit of
make an
a.
assumption at some point. I understand.
It's
right.
an assumption.
He
but
doesn't.
at the
He
end of the
doesn't know that we
day,
know. He knows that we assume he's yeah.
Well, that's the assumption anyway.
well, this is the problem, though.
Yeah,
Our
that's
one
that's what we assume.
one decent person in
'Cause
the
we
entire
don't
fucking
really know.
party that's actually very good at deception did not deceive and has potentially given away the entirety of our advantage.
Well, in my defense,
It was
the
my
DM
fault.
didn't let me roll deception, and also it's Hugh's fault.
That we've established. How did we establish that, Julius?
And then,
Because
Don't worry, it's fine.
and in my defense, what were you trying to deceive? You didn't.
You were just thrown stuff.
Everything I said,
Well, you were just talking. Huh?
every fucking word that came out of his mouth.
Okay, well, that's a problem perhaps for another time. Maybe.
But let's not worry about it. It might not. It might not actually be the horrible thing that we think.
Pliable.
Right.
Well,
Okay,
the dick-
so we haven't got long. I think we need to prepare for Team Fronto Back Tour, okay?
Yes. But so here's my question. What are we doing?
Right, you're going after the hostages.
door.
We're going after the anti-magic thing, and then I think we should all meet up at the Citadel because that's where the 4 heroes landed.
Right, and then with Asmodeus, we are
Potentially going to strike a deal to make sure that he's attacking Gattas while we then focus on the balls up into the sky.
Yeah. We, if need be, we use the Baelor as leverage.
And Lucas, apparently.
And me, because he's I don't know,
He's obsessed.
I don't like him.
He's a proper stan.
Yeah, but I'm like this big. He's I don't like. What a twat.
So is that good a plan? Is that a plan?
Cool. Hey, yeah, let's do it. I'm tired of talking. The
Oh,
time
also-
for talking is over.
Also,
ready.
the
Oh,
Chaos
no.
Core has been destroyed, and I'm fairly certain it was those idiots down there, and I'm pointing towards the Citadel.
Yes, the devils.
The people of Neverwinter.
No, the 4 heroes. I'm fairly certain it was them.
They're a hero.
And that's maybe a bad thing, maybe a good thing. Maybe it's a bad.
Well, it's a good thing in the sense of a core is now destroyed. It's a bad thing in the sense of it fucking hurt, and now the chaos shard in me is like dying.
And we don't. Yeah, okay. Let's let that be. Isn't our main goal to blow them up in a different world?
Yes, but this is now gonna fucking hurt.
I know, yeah, but if it. I don't want this to have like a more negative effect on you. Due to your close link with Argon. And the fact
Look,
that we had that
I'll
whole
try and figure.
conversation with them.
I'll try and figure that one out as we're going. Okay, in maybe some quieter moments, I'll
Maybe-
just have a chat.
You could commandeer the control Gattas has of Argon and nick that, rather than us get rid of the Argon.
So what?
Just-
Make a tiny shard completely and utterly control
Hey,
a massive.
That might be
ball.
that's probably the biggest.
This is the
Yeah,
thing. This is the thing, right? That he was saying, like, as much as a horrible job that I just did, he did say he didn't think he'd like bonded with it.
What, you think that I could control that?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Do you think that you could?
I look
We
inside.
tried like
Do they think that we could?
listen out for some chain. Ding 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 ding.
Guys, are we that strong?
What I'm going to
Can we
give
do
you
that?
is, again, and I'm not even going to make you roll for this, but I'm going to give you the omission of something which you do not hear anything. As in, almost like these chimes have been responsive to you. They have been, when you ask them a question, they sort of do things, but it's more like they are. The message that you're getting through the emission of no chimes is unsurety. Doesn't have
Okay.
the answer to that.
Okay, so from what I'm getting from my friends in
It's a
here, they're not sure. They're like umming and ahhing. It could be a thing, but having never tried, I don't know.
Gaffram said, what did he fucking say? He said they used to speak to him, but he never really trusted them. And that it was different with you because it was like a pure soul or some shit, and he clearly doesn't have one of those, right?
Well, no, he's a psycho megalomaniac, but yeah.
So maybe you could just like go Super Saiyan and kill him.
You're like you're the chosen one.
Yeah, but if that's the case, if I need to go Super Saiyan and like, but at the same, but we need to do it before we destroy those things, because if we do that, then I won't be able to go Super Saiyan because everything will be dying.
Yes. Let's
We're-
find these heroes so they don't blow up more of them, and just sort We recuperate at the council building. Let's go.
Right, okay, so you front door, we're back door, and then we'll meet the council building and we'll go from there.
I'm just
At
saying.
my personal request, can we please watch them go over the ramp? Because I want to see Philippe and him.
Settled?
So
Is that a yes or a no?
Well,
Onwards!
sure.
Before Julius and Hugh sort of like head downstairs to go to the quad bikes, I'm just gonna like, hold Julius back a little bit just to, say, look, we will see each other again. I have no doubt about it, but I just want to wish you the best of luck and just come out safe, all right?
Oh yeah, always. I'm more concerned about Lucas dying again.
Don't worry, I've got it.
That'll be great. Yeah, that's. We've got good history with that.
Yeah. But I've got more control over the powers now, so
Right.
But look, I love you. Don't die. And Hugh, keep him safe.
Of course. I'm going to come in. I'm just going to gather it, scoop everyone up in a massive Hugh hug. We'll be ready. Don't worry.
So what I want you all to just imagine there is a large Hugh hug. I want you all to imagine yourselves this final moment before you guys split and part ways.
Don't say this final moment like we're all gonna fucking die.
With the image behind you on this Harmony airship of a city engulfed in flames. Above that, a huge 100-foot radius argon core in the sky. Just imagine that cinematic moment for just a second. Because
I'm imagining like
last.
everybody's toes dangling off of the deck except for Hugh because he's lifted them up so much.
Lugus is somewhere nestled in his beard, just like lost amongst the hairs.
Well, I wish I could join in this cuddle, but I would just float straight through you, Hugh.
I'm gonna like grab her hand like I did before, and I'll make her sort of semi like physical, like pull her in.
And you'll see that she just sort of comes on in, and she just sort of closes her eyes and presses her cheek against sort of the thigh of your leg, Hugh. It has been a pleasure to fly with you all. Now, Team Backdoor. I feel like that's a reference in some way that I'm too young to understand. Do you need to go anywhere?
We need to go to the best entrance to get into the tunnels underneath so that we can sneak through to the centre of town.
Okay. You have, from what I can see, from my airship eyes, it's funny, they don't have eyes, but you know what I mean. I can see 4 main, almost drainage ditches around the city. One, well, I mean, they're all sort of heavily guarded as they were, just because there's armies fighting all around the perimeter of this city, as you can see, obviously. But there is one in the north, towards the Sword Coast, that I could get us round the other side of the city. There's one to the east, the west, and the south, one straight underneath us. My only fear would be that if you were to go to the one to south, you'd be under the watchful eyes of that strategic airship over there.
Perhaps maybe the west?
Yes. You will.
Although the east was the one that my ma and pa actually got rid of all the goblins from. Maybe that would make more sense.
Yeah, there's probably less demons guarding that one.
There is a massive mound of dead goblins over there.
Perhaps we should go there.
Hey.
Then I can take you there.
Yeah, drop us off.
From that point, I will, like I said, I will provide firing support to Hugh and Julius here. I will use... Well, I'll show you when the time comes. Don't be alarmed. Don't... You'll see what I have in store for this city and its inhabitants. Any people did you rescue, let me know and I can bring them onto the ship. Anyone that you want relative safety, let me know, I can bring them onto the ship. Likewise with you four. If you ever need a place of respite, let me know, I can bring you onto the ship. But know that it's not 100% safe from what I'll be doing to keep you all covered.
Okay.
To be clear, Team Backdoor, when you're sneaking in, are you giving Team Front Door permission to cause a little chaos?
Absolutely. Just don't put the hostages at risk.
Me. Go for it. Just, yeah. What she said.
Team Chaos!
Yeah, high
High five!
five!
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, let's do this.
So, I suppose... Oh, you're on mute there, Darren.
Hugh is off and running downstairs towards the quad bike.
So you see...
Is Philippe on this ship?
Philippe's on the... Philippe has...
Did he jump the wall?
So, no,
Oh,
not, that was...
No,
that was
Jack Moreau.
That was the other guy.
You'll see that Philippe has got himself ready at this point, and you probably hear it before anything, but you can hear his quad bike just go across the Faerûn landscape towards the large ramp to get ready, essentially.
Can I cast Divine Guidance on him?
As he sort of scoots by what I'll say is the Harmony airship, just sort of like that, just to get you into range. And yeah, you'll cast Divine Guidance on him, although I think it only lasts a minute. It's Philippe.
It's concentrating. It's Philippe.
Right.
I love him that much.
All right. I got you. So I suppose the next question for me then is, Julius, as you see Hugh go down to his pink quad bike and start revving it up, there are obviously other quad bikes in the hold if you would like one yourself, or you can go with Hugh. What would you like to do?
Oh, I think we each have to have a quad bike and we gotta jump. But before I go, I will go over to Flopsy and I'll just grab her.
Just grab her.
I'll grab her. Really aggressively.
Grab her.
No, in a very tender and loving kind of way.
Women love that. Just grab them.
Just grab them.
Love it. I do love you, Mitz. Look after my little furry brother.
Don't worry. He's safe with me. I love you too.
I trust you both.
I'm gonna give him a kiss.
Mwah! And then I will go and I will choose what colour were the quad bike options.
I forget. Red, blue, and purple, I think, are left.
Right, he was on the pink. What colour is Julius's colour? Red. Is there not a rainbow one?
Roll a D100. Let's see if you get lucky.
I want a rainbow. Yeah, come on. I'm gonna try.
Roll less than a 20. No.
Aww. Damn it.
Yeah.
There's a Tarquin one.
Huh?
Mm.
A Tarquin. I thought you said tartan one.
Tarquin, like all the panels are different colour.
I'll take that one. I want the color. I want the very colourful one.
All right. So
can it not be a sequin one?
Yeah, sure. There's a roll a D100, Lucas. Let's see if there's a sequin one. You might come back to it later.
I don't want a quad bike.
Yeah, you might come back to it later. Roll less than a 20. Oh yeah, sorry, mate. No, There's
Never
not a
mind.
sequin one.
Damn.
The Tarquin one will do, I guess.
No, sorry. That's it. So as you jump on, you turn the ignition. You manage to start this machine up. Now, I have to ask you both here, and I don't know how you can answer this because this is D&D, Forgotten Realms. Technically, there's not quad bikes supposed to be in here, but Lucas made them up. Do you guys think that you would be proficient in riding such four-wheeled
I
vehicles?
suppose it would be land vehicles.
land
It would be
vehicles.
land vehicle. So if
This
you're good
is
at
now
wagons-
this is now my second time riding one of these. I think I'm quite proficient at this point.
I'm pretty sure that we had a badass Fast and Furious race.
You did.
We did.
Earlier in the campaign, where we actually rolled like absolute bosses, and so I think Julius and Hugh have developed an affinity for these quad bikes.
It's like Neverwinter Drift.
Never.
Neverwinter.
They call him
We
DK.
did the Tokyo Drift.
So, well, with your, like you have mentioned, with your natural affinity to four-wheeled land vehicles, you instantly find the controls and you just take out, like the Drift King you are, back wheels spinning up, hurtling through the tavern and up to the upper deck where you both will be sat there just essentially redlining and pinging the engine off the limiter, you and Hugh. Nobody can hear themselves think.
And we bring that thing where we like rev it,
Yeah.
trying to get it louder than the other one.
Yeah, that's it. Julius has just proper cold revved it as well. You hear the engine just start knocking, but it's okay. It's Faerûn. But they've got that real smell of castor oil as well, that proper nice two-stroke. That fume. Anyway, that's enough of me nerding out about mechanical engines. Right. Well, it is at this point, guys, is there anything that you guys would like to do before you split the party at the end of the
my
campaign?
God. Right.
I am going to go and grab the Baylor from its hiding spot and put it in my bag of holding, and it's going to stay there.
You most certainly
Shall we
can.
legit take a minute? Is there anything that we need to do transfer to anybody?
I mean,
Feel
I don't
good.
think. Have we all done our like long-lasting spells? Like,
Yes, I think so. I shifted. Well, I've got 46 temporary hit points, so that's your 16 plus my 30. You guys should also have the 30.
30. Oh, I don't have that.
yeah,
It's 30 max HP, but it feels so. Put it as temp HP.
30 temp.
or if you're intelligent, put it as max.
Yeah. If you can figure out how to do that, I don't know how to do that.
No,
I
just
don't know how to
stick
do
it.
that
Just stick
again.
it as tab.
Oh, wait. Oh, I think I do. Hold on.
I learned how to do that once.
Oh, no.
And I can't
I
describe
can't do
how
it.
to do
No,
it
I
till I
can't.
I can't describe how I do it.
I don't think I've
I'll
got
do it.
anything to give to anybody that helps. Sorry, guys.
The bard has nothing to give.
I have nothing to give, man.
Not,
Someone-
I don't know, an inspiration. I don't know.
I need it.
Fair
Some of
enough.
us may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to
I'm
make.
willing to
Yes.
make. Yes.
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
You have mage armor all the time. That's fine.
No.
You could do it for free anyway, can't you? Well, there we are then. So,
Good, right?
what I will say is the Harmony airship will make its way west. But Harmony will first say to you, Hugh and Julius, do you wish to get off here and join Philippe, or do you wish to go another way?
What do
We
you
can't
want,
let Philippe. We can't let Philippe go on his own.
We've got to make that jump.
That's it. As the Harmony
We've
sort
got
of
to make
flies around to the west, flies over this sort of a large dirt ramp that has just sort of been built up, sort of about 100 feet long and about 60 foot high. With, as you're looking at it now, as the Harmony comes round, you see the trajectory of the ramp is, for some reason, they built it Like, so you've got to roll really high to jump the city walls. They could have just built it closer to be easier. They could have done any magnitude of, like, I don't know, a ladder against a wall, but they instead chose to do a quad bike ramp. But alas, you come around and the Harmony lowers down to the point where you guys could depart from with your quad bikes.
Okay, but could we have it so that the Harmony is still like in the air, so that we can in a really cool way, like jump out, go straight up the ramp and over.
Yeah, hold on a second. I didn't say it landed. All right, I'm with you on this. You're driving off the ship on the fucking quad bike.
I was worried for a second that we were going to be like riding out like basic bitches on the
floor. Like just chugging it, like can't get it in gear. So that's
okay. Could we also I don't know whether this is possible. Wait. I've just had a brilliant idea. Could we take some rinstone? I run really quickly into the room full of rinstone.
Yeah.
And what I would really like to do, because I think it's really safe, is take a handful and shove it up the jacksie of the quad bike.
The exhaust.
Yes.
No, the butt.
Shove it up there.
The butt.
Shove it up there.
Shove it up the butt.
Because what Julius is thinking is, well, what would make a really amazing distraction is like some kind of nuked quad bike that squirts rinstone fireworks out of its exhaust.
We did say that we wanted them to cause a distraction, so...
But if there is any unintended consequence of the rinstone in the exhaust of a quad bike, then I'm also game.
In fairness, if we just like pack it around the quad bikes, if they explode, massive explosion. Not that they're going to explode. We're going to be fine.
But it will create a distraction.
You know,
this idea's in his head.
You know that Rinstone has the power to empower whatever is consuming it, whether that is for good or for bad. Sort of has pros and cons to it. So if you want to sprinkle some Rinstone in the exhaust pipe as up the muffler, or hey, even in the fuel tank itself, of course you can. Sure thing.
Hey, Hugh. Let's lock and load.
Is going to go
hands in my handful of Rinstone.
Yeah, straight in the fuel tank.
Adam, have you ever thought that maybe this is a bad pairing?
Do you know?
I just double check their names are written in my death ward book.
Do you know? You know, like when you split the pie, but like the two parents went in one group and the two children went in the other.
We don't need supervising. It's fine.
Okie coke. So
Guarantee you one day.
Do you two want to describe how the Harmony, I'll say, 30 feet hovering off the ground, the ship itself is another sort of 40 feet high. Do you two want to describe how you descend from this Harmony airship on quad bikes?
Go on, Darren.
I mean, Hugh will... I will attempt some kind of wicked sick trick. Like I'm gonna do like a Superman.
That's
what I'm gonna do. Like come out, yeah.
So to make this, you've never done a Superman on a quad bike, so I'm gonna require an acrobatics check, not athletics, because that'll be easy for acrobatics. Because I can't think of a more acrobatic thing than Supermaning a quad bike.
Watch me fall off.
Oh, it's quite good.
Oh, a 15.
A 15. As you do it, as you just fold that acceleration lever in, the quad bike just shoots straight ahead. Has no gears, this one. It's sort of just a long final drive transmission that it just constantly picks up speed. And as you run straight off the side of the Harmony airship, you almost just sort of bunny hop it over the railings, and the revs of the engine just immediately start pinging off the red line as you kick your legs out and just soar like an angel, hanging onto those handlebars as this engine, you could just almost see it in slow motion, just ding, 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 as you soar through the sky. As you see Hugh is just taking off, Julius, how would you like to follow?
I mean, I've got to try and also do something cool. I don't know what that will be.
Would you like to try and best it?
Oh, come on then. Well, I'm not going to try and compete. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
You saw a majestic barbarian soaring through the sky like a Superman on a quad bike. Hey, roll an acrobatics check first, and we'll see what kind of trick you do.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Nope.
Oh no.
with a 10, what trick would you be doing with in mind that it's not as cool as the Superman, but what would you like to try?
It isn't. I feel like Julius is like, oh yeah, sick. Tries to copy you, and then vaguely in the back of his mind goes, "You're a parent." What the fuck are you doing, man, on this bloody new turbo rimstone infused quad bike? Semi-drunk. Not great. And then he gets crippling back pain and just seizes up. And it's really uncool.
And that's it. As both quad bikes just sort of land down, you both face the ramp itself. Philippe to your left, Hugh, you're in the middle, Julius, you're over to the right. As Philippe looks at you both, oh, hello. I see you have joined me. What fantastic quad bikes you have. Tell me, where is Lugas?
He's still up there. I think he's watching.
Ah, always the man of logic and intelligence. Goodbye, Lugas. Wish me luck.
I salute him, and everyone hears in their mind just outside my radius. Godspeed, gentlemen. Godspeed.
Lugas, it has been an honor and a pleasure. No matter what happens here today, I have found my calling, and I have found my dream. And even if I die here today, I will die as the #1 quad biking champion of Faerûn. If I live, though, the same thing, but I live. I would like you to roll a D20 for me, please, Lucas.
Oh, me? I roll it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not rolling it. I'm not being the...
Is this... Okay.
I'm not being in charge.
Surely, can I have... Is Philippe... I imagine Philippe's proficient in quad bikes.
That's why I'm just asking. That's why I'm just asked for a D20. I've got the ads, and also roll your D8 as well for your divine guidance.
Yeah, I'll roll it together. Yeah, okay. Big money.
Big fucking money. What
Big
is
money?
What was?
He almost goes over the tower.
What was the D20? Okay, so the D8 was only 2. Yeah. So the quad bike itself. Well, first of all, before I describe the quad bikes, then, so as the Harmony airship sort of drifts off, as you see Philippe just sort of say, "Goodbye, Lugas," we'll sort of flop on over to sort of Lugas and Flops. As you guys approach this large sort of drainage ditch, it's a sort of a very, very wide, almost like a moat to the city. You can see there's obviously like sort of railings against it so people don't sort of fall into it, but it's more of a sewage ditch with large piping on it. But as you get to certain portions of the ditch, you see this entrance to what would be the drainage system. You smell it before you see it, and it smells absolutely foul. But Flopsy, with your perception, you see that this liquid, almost this sort of horrible black ichor, is sort of draining out of the sewage. Obviously, something that shouldn't be there, essentially, and it looks almost has this red hue to it. But you do see this.
Is it like the slag from the Upper Plains?
Not quite the. Yeah, very similar, but more of a red tone than an orange tone.
Okay.
But as you approach this this opening, you can see that there is a locked wrought iron gate. It acts as a door, so it's not like you have to crawl in. It is something where people can go in and out to perform maintenance, etc. But that is the entrance to the sewers.
Right, should we head on in?
Eat. Lucas will scale your shoulder and fade from existence as he uses not cloak of shadows. What's it called? I turn invisible.
You turn invisible. Is that just normal invisibility? I believe cloak of shadows is just
normal. Yeah, I think it's normal invisibility.
Cool. Flops.
I will head towards the lock gate and pick it.
No picking needed. You do see that the gate has been opened, but what you do notice is there was a padlock on the gate, but it's been broken off. Roll me an investigation check. For 17, you notice that the lock has been broken, but it's been savagely broken to the point where you can see that it's got large claw marks within this large sort of steel padlock, to the point where something has clawed through it, but you can see that there are portions of the metal that's been melted, like something's clawed through it, like maybe an acidic strike to this.
Would that potentially be something like a gobbo trying to escape my mother and father's wrath?
With 17, I'd say no. You wouldn't expect a gobbo to have this kind of, what I'll say is more necrotic / poison-esque attack. This is more of a natural, larger claw attack, as it were.
Okay. I'll sort of whisper, right, we need to be looking out for something with acidic, necrotic energy.
Cool.
And then I will open the door and I will immediately slink down and go into stealth mode.
Into stealth mode, yes. I won't ask for those rolls right now, but you will start to both head on in to this very dark, damp, almost cobblestone walls into this corridor that gets tighter and tighter. And as you make your way through, do both of you have dark vision or some way to see in darkness? Cool.
Yes.
Cool. I'll probably ask you for distances on that next session, but as you get closer, you see the walls start to close in, more claustrophobic, but you also see lots of different passages, lots of different ways that you can go. So we'll possibly get into that next session. But what I'll probably ask you is, do you guys have a specific location that you're trying to get to? Because obviously you could see the city just before you went into the sewers. So having your sense of direction, you would, if you specifically wanted to go somewhere in the city, we'll see how that gets you. But is there anywhere specific?
Under the market.
Well, we would
Under
like
the
to get
market.
the market area. However, I'm also interested in where this red stuff's coming from.
Okay. Yeah. What I'll say is, with a 17 investigation from before and also your passive perception and your dark vision from both of you, just go ahead and roll an investigation check for me as well, Lugus.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
One lance.
Yeah, so both of you you start to follow this trail. You follow it with sight. You can see this black ichor and or reddish hue ichor, sort of this slag material as it sort of drains down, as it slowly sort of trickles, not the right word, but sludges down towards you and back out the way you came. You can see that it's only coming from certain certain passages and certain tunnels that go along, so you can almost follow this river as it goes. You do get to a juncture in which you think, if I were to follow off to the left, would be a quicker way for me to get to where you wanted to head to, this epicenter, or you could go to the right to follow more of this foul stench, this ichor. So sort of the two choices, they would perhaps lead you to the same area eventually, but one of them would definitely be more laden with this slag material.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of like talk to Lucas. Right, I think both of these are gonna take us to the same place, but I don't know. I feel like we should probably follow the red stuff. They told us that they hadn't scouted down here. They don't know what's down here. It might be good to get a little bit of reconnaissance.
Yeah, anything we can learn.
And I don't know. It doesn't look right. We'll go quiet. Yeah, if it's something that we can't take together, then we'll back off.
Aye.
Cool. And as you guys pitter-patter through this sludgy mess, we'll get
There is no noise, because I have got a 30 passive stealth.
Well, yeah. All right, you don't make a noise, but you can still feel the squelch in the ground. But yeah. But we'll roll stealth checks next time. Chances are you guys are going to be all right. You're fucking invisibles, passive stealths, but
I can't roll any lower than a 25.
Yeah. Cool. So that's where we'll leave you for now. So with the quad bikers for the final part of this session, then Hugh and Julius, please roll me add D20 each as you rev up your quad bikes.
Your proficiency.
I really feel like this is where we need epic rolls.
I don't have it installed anymore. I'm so sorry. I actually don't.
I don't want to click roll. Okay, I've done it.
What are we rolling? We're just rolling a d20. Hey,
Just a
already
D20.
rolled it. Hugh, I was about to be inspiring to you.
Oh, sorry.
You can still do
You
it.
have it anyway. I believe in you.
Oh.
What is your bardic dice now, Julius? Is it a D10 just over just? It might be.
It's a d20. D10, yes.
It's definitely a D10.
D20. Bang.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it sounded.
I'm just guessing. It'll say on your bardic.
What level bard am I? That's great. Oh my god, I'm level 12. Oh my god. 10th level and a D12 at 15. Yeah, it's a D10.
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 Are you going to inspire yourself as well, Julius, or?
I can't inspire myself.
You can't as a swords bard. You're right. It's only
I'll inspire him.
Right?
You can attempt to make an inspiring speech if you would wish to. Hugh.
Yeah.
Well, go on then.
Well, it's not so much an inspiring speech, so much as just general enthusiasm and in noise. Yeah, let's go.
And I do have a lot of self-belief, so I'm gonna smash this.
All right.
Let's go.
What can go wrong?
So Hugh with a 14 total. Julius rolled that D20.
And your proficiency.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. You guys are heroics, right?
I do, but should I really use it though?
What I'll do.
You want to become a smear?
Someone's life might be
This is so epic.
let me describe to this point of the dice rolls, and then you can decide what you want to do. You see Philippe just as he turns around. Don't worry, I am quad biking champion. Follow me. As he sort of takes his quad bike round, takes a large run up, and just pegs the accelerator. And you see him just go, "This is my time, baby." As he just launches off the end of the ramp, you see him soar up, but you two at the same time just absolutely peg the accelerators. Those those back wheels spin up, mud flies up at the back of your back. You start to twist and turn as your back wheels gain traction. You start to speed towards this ramp, and you all in this freeway tandem lovely quad biking maneuver in the air as you all take off. You see that Philippe is gaining sort of trajectory where he sort of lifted the front handlebars and gained himself a little extra speed. Hugh, you've managed to sort of use your body weight to sort of almost rocket while you're in the air to try and get as much distance as possible. But as you look back, you can see that Julius is starting to lag behind. Looking ahead, Hugh, you see that Philippe has a real good chance of making this. This looks like Philippe's time. You look like you're on track to make it if this is going to go well, but you get the sense that Julius is not going to hit the mark.
I'll be fine.
It's your wings, it's all right.
Genuinely.
So while you're in the air, you will, both of you, as you have this accelerator pegged, pinging off the rev limiter, you will hear these explosions, almost like fireworks, just exiting out of the rear muffler of these quad bikes, as this green sort of mist just encompasses you. You both feel as the quad bike just gains speed, almost like thrusters on a fucking rocket ship, as it powers you ahead. Go ahead and roll a D12 for me, Julius and Hugh.
D12.
D12,
Ooh.
come on then.
Yes. 6.
So 6 plus 4 is 10. Hugh, 14 plus... Hugh, you feel like you can make it with this bout of speed. You can make it. You catch up with Philippe. Julius, you, as much as you've gained that short burst of movement speed as you come in, you feel, even as you cold rev the engine last time, you feel your engine start to spatter. It starts to clank, and you gain that bout of speed, but you're not going to make it. Is there anything else you can do apart from just fucking cheat and get your wings out?
Right. I don't think there's anything mechanically I can actually do in terms of spells.
Describe it cool if you want, and I'll do something. I don't know, something.
This is what I want to do. Okay. So we're going towards the wall of Neverwinter.
You are? Yeah.
Yes. With this jacked quad bike that is potentially a bomb. So what I would like to do is realize that this is fucked. I don't think I can do anything to actually get it on top of the... have I got anything? Other than...
A hole through the wall.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You have wings.
I do have wings, so this is fine. But what I would like to specifically do is angle the quad bike for the center of the wall. And what I would like to try and do is blow a fucking crater in the wall with this Rinstone quad bike. So I'm gonna set it off going, realize it's fucked, and then get my wings out and swoop up.
What else?
And then as it goes through the wall, I want to do a loop-the-loop and go through the hole that's made in the wall.
Yes.
So as you sort of get this quad bike, you could see you're not going to make it. You sort of see that you're going to hit the top of the wall, almost like this quad bike's going to sort of careen straight into the top of it, almost exactly as Jack Monroe did. But then you think, fuck this. And you aim the quad bike down. You twist it so the quad bike's aim is straight for that central part of the wall. You just peg the accelerator, but you hit the accelerator so hard with so much strength that you jam it into gear. Not the accelerator's doing anything, you're in the fucking air, but you get the sense that pinging that off the rev limiter is going to do more harm than good to this wall. As you start to just absolutely smash it, you sort of get up on your legs onto the saddle of this quad bike and just push off. Your wings flow out from behind you and you just push the quad bike into the wall. As it hits the wall, this green and orange flames of explosion, this Rinstone just absolutely annihilates a hole through this wall. As you spread your wings and lift up to see this masterpiece of a hole that you've created, you see Philippe just go bang, 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 as his quad bike flies straight over the wall. The explosion, he sifts through the explosion, comes out the other side, just going, hell yes, as he pings it off even more. Hugh, you come through the explosion like fucking Daniel Craig from James Bond. as you and Philippe both land in the city of Neverwinter. But Julius, you see as you look back, worried for your friend, as the explosion clears, you see Julius with his golden wings out to the, or your white wings, out to the rear, soaring through, doing a loop-de-loop and just coming straight in like a soaring bullet and landing next to you, Hugh.
That was magnificent.
I definitely meant to do that. It was totally 100% intentional from the very beginning. That was nice that you managed to that you went the traditional, the expected way. I don't know why I'm doing this today. I'm sorry, I'm feeling really insecure.
It's fine. We got this. With Team Front Door. Team
Front Door. Yeah, fuck it, Philippe.
And Philippe, you're also Team Front Door.
I don't know what that means, but I'm with you all the way. I'll be honest. I'm not even sure what the plan is. I was just thought I'd jump the wall and I'd redeem myself. Now I guess I'm with you, I suppose. I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more of a lover. And that will be where we end our session for tonight. It is a little bit early that we normally end our sessions, but we have split the party and we will go on in a different kind of way from now on, or maybe. But that is all for tonight. Let us all give a big wave to Vicky's mum. Bye, Vicky's mum. And John.
Bye, Vicky's mum.
And John. John. Goodbye, John and Vicky's mum. And John. See you all next time for our epic conclusion, the War of Neverwinter. Bye, 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 bye.